Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and once again it is time for my client Lewis's vlog. And for those who don't know the backstory, go back and watch the earlier parts of the segment of us rebuilding after surgery, being sick, losing something like 25 pounds of body weight. So we've been building him back up, and we started the week off with a max effort incline bench for max effort. And then afterwards, we go into his regular assistance work, which right now is some pause benching work. We do JM presses, we do chin ups, rows, lateral raises. And that's pretty much an upper body day for him. And keeping in mind, I could probably take, some of this volume down with what he does, and we would be just fine. But I feel like I have a good balance in there with what he's doing, and it'll be okay. But realistically, his volumes are actually at what I would describe as the upper thresholds, right? I would describe them as the upper thresholds of probably what he can tolerate. And if need be, I have wiggle room to take those back down as long as he keeps eating and gaining. And another topic that's come up, I had someone ask on the YouTube comments. Facebook is totally different because I put these on both. But they've asked, why can he only do a few chin-ups? Well, because he's just not strong enough to do more. Right, he's at this point back to being a novice lifter again. He was barely eating out of his novice phase before, he had all those issues. But we're getting some decent lifts in. I think that incline was just over 60 kilos, and that's at a 45-degree incline. And his deadlift coming up this week is actually a PR. I think we got a 190 kilogram deadlift, which is just past 4 plates. Right, we're past that 400-pound mark. Again, good spot for him to be in. Now, keeping in mind he's a taller, lankier lifter. He's over 6 foot. So his pound for pound strength is never going to be good. And you always have to remember that with your taller lifters. Don't ever look at their stuff and go, well, for their body weight. Well, that's not how it works. Not to the same degree. They tend to be strongest when they're at really heavy body weights, right? These guys who are over 6 foot, they really need to be weighing 250 pounds to be anywhere near their strength potential. And that's just the way that it is, just due to filling out their frame. But we're pretty happy with the deadlifting. Now, this vlog is going to be a little shorter because he didn't have time to film his DE day for upper. He's in the middle of a move. As you guys will see in the last one, he's moved in. He's told me he's ordered a rack, which we should have in a few weeks. It's going to make these vlogs a lot smoother, a lot better. It's going to be real nice to have, because we've been very limited by this little stand that he's using. It's really limited a lot of what we can do. It's limited our ability to really squat heavy safely, and so on. But our supplemental work after deadlifting is going to be good mornings, right? We do some good mornings. We do split squats, glute bridges, hanging leg raises. And what I'm doing here is picking the stuff that will work with the equipment that he has. He has very, very limited equipment, right? Yet we make it work. And these are 4 good lower body lifts. We're still hitting everything pretty effectively. So note again, we've got good mornings, which can be done with a straight bar. We could do these split squats with a bar too, but if we have dumbbells, a lot of times I like to do that. It gives extra grip training, doesn't put as much strain on the shoulders, right? So we have different tools there for that. Glute bridges, which again, I like glute bridges. I know in some circles they're really unpopular, in other circles they are popular. I like them. We could question the effectiveness of them in the grand scheme of things, and that's fair. But I like the glute bridges. I think for a lot of lifters, they can bring a lot to the table. I think particularly for improving your deadlift. And then I have him do hanging leg raises, which again, arguably one of my 2 most favorite ab exercises of all time. Again, I'm a fan of this, mainly because it works the hip flexors very effectively while training the abdominals, which is very useful for us for purposes of bringing up someone's squat, right? This makes it a very, very good squat accessory. Because again, weak hip flexors, weak abs, can be a problem for a squat. All right, dynamic effort lower day is the last stuff that we got filmed. Of course, we do speed boxes for him. We're working on getting that stance a little bit wider over time. And we're doing speed pulls, and we rotate phases of sumo and conventional. He's doing conventional at the moment here. Then of course we do the same movements we did before: split squats, good mornings, glute bridges, and all that stuff. So guys, I'll let you guys finish up watching what we have here. So I hope it has been informative, and I will talk to you guys next time.